Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here then welcome. My name is Millie. I make videos all about makeup and testing new products, reviewing things, creating different looks. So if that's the sort of thing that you're into then please subscribe down below. But in today's video I'm going to be opening up this big box of goodies here from Profusion. As you can see, this is one of their mystery boxes. Now I've tried a few eyeshadow palettes. I've tried two and I have a third one that I'm yet to try from Profusion. The £5 ones that are like named after flowers. I've tried two of those before and I absolutely love them, and I wanted to try a few different products from Profusion, so I went onto their website with the intention of placing an order of loads of different things. I wanted to try blushes. They had some really cool like liquid eyeliners in some really funky like pastel colours. They had liquid blushes that are like the Shein ones, but I won't buy from Shein, so I wanted to try the Profusion ones. They have obviously loads of different eyeshadow palettes, a whole range of different things that I wanted to try. And then I saw that they had a mystery box, so I thought I'll pick up the mystery box first, see what I get in that, hopefully try out a few of these different formulas, and then when I've decided what I like and what I don't get in the mystery box, what I'm still missing, then I can place another order on the Profusion website. So I've just got my order up on my telephone here and I paid £25 for this mystery box, and it has the value of £50 with full size makeup products, which is great because I feel like sometimes in these like mystery boxes you get a load of like sample sizes and like smaller things that you're not necessarily going to like use, whereas I feel like in this there's going to be a really great selection of obviously full-size items, but items that I will actually use. So it says the box may include item assortments such as brushes, lip tints, 21 shade makeup palette, 12 shade makeup palette, 10 shade makeup palette, cosmetic gift sets and liquid eyeliners. So obviously like I'm hoping I get a liquid eyeliner, I'm hoping I get a blush, maybe like a lip product. I don't know what gift sets they do. I would also be very interested in trying some of the brushes. I'm also hoping I get at least one eyeshadow palette because that's what I've tried from them before and they're fantastic. So I did open this when I very first got it. Obviously took my address off it. I was thinking there was going to be a box inside of this box that it was mailed in, but there isn't, so it just has all of this packaging in the top. And then I'm guessing underneath all of this there's just going to be loose products rather than another box, but let's just see. A little thank you note, my order confirmation, and then all of the products. Oh, eyeshadow primer, right. So in here we have the No Budge eyeshadow primer. Oh, and that looks like a really great colour for me as well. I will also say, after I have opened all of this and seen what I've got, I will go onto the website and add up all of the like the price of everything, because it says that you get £50 worth of product and I want to check that I did. Then there is a liquid liner. Is this just in black? Yes, Midnight Black. So this is the Everlasting Waterproof Liquid Liner in Midnight Black. That looks very interesting. That is like a, oh, that's a brush tip applicator as well, which I'm very interested in trying because my favourite eyeliner, which is the one from L'Oreal that I am always going on about, is like a foam tip, and I've wanted to try a really good brush tip applicator for a liquid liner, so I'm very excited by that. Then we have the terrific Tulip 5 shade palette. I definitely had my eye on this one. Let me put this down because this is heavy. I did already have my eye on this one because it has the most incredible purples in it, and I have tried two of these palettes before, obviously not this shade. I have a red one and a different purple one, but I think that I am definitely going to be trying this one today. That tulip shade in the middle is beautiful. Ooh, I'm very excited. Then we have a blush, and this looks like a really beautiful colour. So this is the Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blush in the shade Rose, and you can see what the applicator looks like up here. It's like a little sponge that you dab onto your face. I have heard really great things about this actually. One of my subscribers messaged me on Instagram to tell me that I needed to try these, so very excited to have that, and that is definitely the sort of colour that I would have picked up for myself anyway. It says it's a cream to soft matte finish, long wearing and richly pigmented. Very excited. I obviously don't have any blush on yet, so very excited by that. Then we have the Mixed Metals 10 colour eye and face palette. Ooh, those shades look so pretty. So we have, that wouldn't necessarily be a highlighter on me, that's very shimmery, that shade. That could almost be like a luminous bronzer. Then that blush is very, very me. I am very excited by that. And then obviously the eyeshadows are also beautiful. Is this one of the like gift ones? Because I don't think I've seen this before. 8 multi-finish eyeshadows, a highlighter and blush shade, pink sparkling eyeliner, Pro Series blending brush. Oh, I'm confused by that. Says that there's a Pro Series blending brush, but there's definitely not a brush in this. Like, I'm trying to hear if there's something rattling around it. There's definitely not a brush. I don't know. Very excited by the colours in that anyway. Then we have a liquid lipstick, I think. Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Tint. So this is in the shade Visionary, which looks like a beautiful red. And I love me a red lip. Maybe not with purple eyeshadow, so this might have to be saved for another video, but that looks like a beautiful colour. We'll get it out of the packaging actually. Ooh, that colour is really interesting, and this formula feels almost moussey. Like, that isn't as red. I mean, obviously it's red. Obviously it is red, but I was thinking that that was going to be like a bright, deep red, judging by the bottle, but that is more of like a bright orangey corally sort of red. That's really pretty. I will definitely give that a go. It doesn't have a scent to it also, which I love. And then we have the Define Brows Professional Brow Kit. Well, this looks interesting. So we seem to have 2 brow pencils, all of the brown like powder colours, an eyebrow wax pencil, I'm interested by that, a set of tweezers, little stencils for like colouring in your eyebrows, I assume, and an eyebrow brush with a spoolie on the end. So that's what that looks like. I didn't even realise that Profusion did brow products. So obviously I've already done my brows. Another one that I'll have to try another day, I think, but that looks really interesting. And then lastly, we have this palette here, which is the Minimalist 35 shade palette. Right, let me get into this packaging. So that is what those colours look like. This is a huge palette. Oh my gosh, so much packaging. All of the names are on this little piece of like clear plastic, which I hate because I will lose this. But let's just... oh my gosh, these colours are beautiful. There's some like duochromes, a really great selection of mattes. There's more like purpley tones and warmer orangey brownier tones, purples and pinks. This gold looks incredible as well. Oh. Now, which palette am I going to use today? Because these look incredible. And I know that Profusion eyeshadows are so good. I've used the 2 palettes that I've tested before. I use them all the time. They're beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. But that's what those look like a little bit closer. So I hope you can see how incredible those glitters look. Because truly, the pressed glitters, these ones, are so intense. So I'm very excited to potentially use some of these. So I'm quickly just going to go off and find all of these products on the Profusion website, add it all up, and then we'll be back to see if I actually have my money's worth in this mystery box. And then we'll just quickly slap something on my face so that I can get on with the rest of my day. Okay, so I've just added all of this up on my phone, and that came to £51.92. So obviously I have gotten my money's worth out of just paying £25, and that was with delivery as well. There was free delivery on it, so that is a bargain. So I'm going to go in first with the blush, because this was one of the products that I was very desperate to get my hands on, and I'm really interested in this formula. I have tried liquid blushes before. I have one from Revolution that I've tried before that has this like sponge tip on the end, and I don't love it. It's not the greatest. It was a bit sheer, it was a bit wishy-washy, a bit rubbish, but I'm very excited by this. So I assume you have to shake it. Oh, it's got like a little ball inside of it. I can hear that rattling around. I really like the packaging as well. Like, this is glittery on the top. This is like frosted, I was about to say frosted glass. That's definitely plastic. And then that is what the little applicator looks like. So I am scared of this, I can't lie. So I'm going to dab it onto, do I just dab it straight onto a brush? I think I'll dab this straight onto a brush, so I'll just get a bit more product on that applicator. And because I don't want to just dab this very circular thing straight onto my face and then potentially get too much product, I'm just going to disperse it on a brush a little bit. I feel like that will be easier to control potentially. So this is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I will start dabbing this on. That's a really pretty colour. My hair is getting stuck in it a little bit, but obviously like it is still a wet product. I'm glad I did it onto the brush first. I haven't set my cheeks, so I can do that afterwards if I feel like I need to, but that blended out really easily. Right, let's do the other side. It's a really nice sort of hydrating feeling. Like, it's not that sort of like, I don't feel like it's drying down on my skin. I mean, that is dry on that first side that I did. It feels lovely. It feels really nice and hydrating. The amount of colour payoff is really nice. It's not too much and it's not too little. I was a little bit worried that they would be too pigmented, but I feel like this is the perfect amount. I really like that blush. I really like that colour as well. Obviously that colour wouldn't have worked if you had like a deeper skin tone, but for me that works really nicely. If they send out this shade in all of the mystery boxes and you are of a deeper skin tone, that could be a little bit of a problem. Like, how do they know what colour blush you need? Do you know what I mean? And like a darker colour absolutely would not have worked on me, but for me this is the perfect shade. Right, I'm just going to add some bronzer because I didn't get a bronzer, did I? No, didn't get a bronzer, so I will just add a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible one. So now that that blush has been sat on my cheeks for a little minute, that has completely set. It doesn't feel wet anymore. It has like dried down and like settled into my skin nicely. I feel like also because it's a liquid, it has left a really nice like glow. I haven't blended that bronzer at all, have I? Oh, I do apologise. But yes, that set down really nicely and it didn't make that powder bronzer like stick at all. That just went over the top really nicely. Like I say, I haven't set my foundation underneath the liquid blush because I was hoping I would get a liquid blush. So very happy to have that in my collection. Now I just need to decide which eyeshadow palette to use. I will first use the primer. I don't think I have ever used an eyeshadow primer before, so very excited to see how this will like change the eyeshadows that I already know and love, which is, I'm thinking I will probably use that Terrific Tulip palette because I've tried that formula before, so I can see how the primer works under it. That's my thinking. So this says that it is crease free, smudge proof, enhances colour vibrancy, long wear formula, versatile for all skin tones. How would this shade work if you were of a deeper skin tone than me? Obviously, again, perfect tone for me, not the perfect tone for everybody. Let's just try a little bit of this. Do I just use my finger? I think I do. So I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit because I've got a feeling this is going to be like very full coverage, and obviously I already have concealer over my eyes. So I'm just taking a little bit on each finger and tapping this over. Like I say, I've never used an eyeshadow primer before, so I don't really know what to do with them, but I'm hoping this is about right. Okay, so that almost feels silicone-y on the eyelids, and I take it back because I think that that has just sheared out and probably would work for all skin tones. So I retract that statement, and I think I'm just going to go in with the Terrific Tulip palette, like I say, because I have tested this formula before. I don't know if the other ones are a different formula, but if you want to see any of those palettes, please do let me know. I'm more than happy to like do full swatches and all of that good stuff. So I will just swatch these on the back of my hand, and then we will decide what we want to do on the eyeballs. Okay, so that's what all of those shades look like swatched. Like I say, I have tried this formula before and they are fantastic. So we have Unconditional, which is a matte shade. We have Sprung, which is a really soft shimmer. That's a really, really beautiful shade. I could definitely see that like just all over the lid with a bit of bronzer through the crease. Then we have Tulip, which is of course the star of the show, but that is a really incredible purple glitter. And I hope you can see how intense that is. I hope you can. Then we have Deep Love, which is this beautiful, bright, vibrant orange shade. So, so pretty. And then we have Family, which is just a straight up purple. And these two last ones are matte. So I don't think I want that glitter on today. I don't have anywhere to be. I feel like today is not the day for glitter for me, which is unheard of, but I think I just want to do like an orange inner corner and like across the lid, a purple outer corner and across the lid, blend them somehow in the middle, and then maybe use that pink to like blend through the crease. If that sounds like a good idea to you, then I think we do it, and then I can try out that liquid liner as well. So I will do that actually. I will get those new brushes that I got from Beauty Bay because there's still a few in here that I haven't tried yet. So I will go in with this teeny tiny little like pencil brush, which is called Sketch It Out, and I will go into this orange shade and I will just pack this all onto the inner corner. That brush is the perfect size for doing this. So that is that colour all packed on, and that is an intense orange, and I'm so here for it. So then I will take, which brush will I take? I'll take this one, which is just a flat sort of packing shader brush, and this is called the Short List, and I will go into that darkest purple shade down at this end called Family, and I will just swipe that onto the outer corner. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of fallout with that one. There wasn't any fallout with the orange one. I will also run this purple one along the lower lash line, all the way along. And I'll smoke that out in a second with a different brush. This brush is like fitting into like my eye socket perfectly. That colour is intense. So that is the purple and the orange on. I feel like that looks really cool. So I'm just going to go in with a really small little fluffy brush into that lighter, like pinker shade. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to very lightly buff over the edge of all of that. I feel like it's already blended on the lid nicely, but this edge is looking harsh. Okay, so those colours have blended out like an absolute dream. I did just pack on more of the purple on the outer corner and orange on the inner corner just to really intensify that colour back up after I had blended it, but those are beautiful together. Like I say, blended like a dream, have stayed really nice and vibrant. So I think I'm just going to go in with one of the really tiny brushes out of this set, which is called Strike Out, and it's teeny tiny, and I'm going to just go into that Sprung shade, that like highlightery shimmery shade, and I'm just going to pack that on the inner corner. So although I don't want any glitter, I do still need a bright inner corner, and that colour is so pretty. Yes, that will certainly do, won't it? So I will do liquid liner now, which is very exciting. So like I say, this is the Everlasting Waterproof Liquid Liner, waterproof matte finish flexible brush for precise application in Midnight Black. This packaging feels really like substantial, like it's a really big bottle, which I appreciate because I use a liquid liner most days. So that is a really firm brush tip, but also incredibly precise. Look how tiny that little brush is. Okay, so this says create the perfect eye look with this waterproof liquid liner. The long wearing and easy glide formula is perfect for creating a subtle and natural to bold dramatic day to night look. Perfect for everyone from beginner to pros, and helpful how-to guide included. So it just says shake well before use, start by filling in the gaps from the roots of the lash line to slowly build up the thickness of the eyeliner to complement your eye shape, layer on for a more intense defined look. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and do a wing. I think that was the easiest wing I have ever done, and that is so precise. I'm a big fan. The only thing is, like, I can already see that that's smudged because I looked up too soon, because it is quite a wet formula. But let's do the other eye and keep looking down for a little while afterwards. I am sold on this eyeliner. That was the easiest eyeliner I have ever done. I feel like they are as close to equal as I am ever going to get. So thin. I feel like sometimes with the L'Oreal ones, although I love them, and I love the L'Oreal ones, this was easier to get a thinner line and a sharper point because of the brush tip, because it was so small. I am sold. I need to go onto their website immediately and see if they do this in a brown and like green and blue and white and lilac and all of the colours. That was so easy and so black. You don't need to layer that up. It says on the how-to guide to layer it up for a more intense colour. You absolutely do not need to do that. That is intense and black, and I am in love. So I will just add some mascara. I'm using the e.l.f. Big Mood. I will add some sort of lipstick. I don't have one over here. I can't tell you what I'm going to do, and then I will be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so that is the finished look. Let me know what you think. Have you tried anything from Profusion that I haven't tried out today? Like I say, I have those other palettes. I will link those videos in the description box if you want to see those. They are for the Romantic Rose palette and the Delightful Dahlia palette. If you want to see those, I'll leave them linked down below. But other than that, is there anything else that I need to get from Profusion? I am definitely interested in more blushes. Definitely interested in the other shades of these eyeshadow palettes. These are fantastic. Definitely going onto the Profusion website immediately and getting more of those liquid liners, because that is the best liquid liner that I have tried in a really long time. Big fan. So if you want to see the other palette tested and swatched and everything, the minimalist one. I will definitely do that soon. Really into all of these colours, all of the purples and everything, obviously. So if you want to see that, then do subscribe down below, because I will do that soon. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!